Next up on the 2025 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Harvey Red Raiders volleyball team. We've got head coach Lila Kalina to our right and three of her players. Coach, thanks for being here. Why don't you start out and just give us a quick preview? What can we expect out of your team this year?
We're really excited for this season. So we returned pretty much all of our varsity team from last year. We lost two seniors from the varsity team, one of which being our setter. So that's obviously a big role to fill. But we're returning pretty much all of our DSs. We're returning our libero, pretty much all of our hitters. So we're looking pretty good this year. We've got quite a few girls that have been, 3-year varsity starters. And so we're really excited for what's to come this season. And I think this is definitely one of the more experienced and definitely one of the more talented teams that we've had in recent years.
You've got a tough conference to play in. The Chagrin Division's got some really good teams in it. How ready do you think this team is to compete?
I think they're extremely ready. I think, playing in a tough conference is hard because I think we know, like going into some of our games, that some of these girls are playing year round. Some of them have been playing longer than us, but I honestly think that just makes them a little bit hungrier for the dub. I think there's definitely some teams that are comparable in our conference. I know we usually put up a good fight against Orange every year, but I also think there's some teams that I think we're going to be able to compete with a little bit better this year, given the fact that we do have so many experienced returners. So I think we're hopeful to compete against some of those top tier teams. And I think we're just hoping that even in the games that maybe don't go the way we want, that we're at least able to learn something from those and gain experience to help us going forward.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk with the players. Let's start right to your right. For the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
Hi, I'm Jayla Holloway, and I'm a senior.
And what position?
I'm a middle blocker.
All right, so coming in, I talked to Coach a little bit about it, but how ready do you think this team is to compete in the Chagrin Division?
I honestly think we're ready. We definitely have a better bond this year for sure. We were getting our connections between our setters and hitters, so obviously that's also a big role in the game. So, yeah, I know we're ready for sure.
Outstanding. And how has your blocking timing improved since last season?
Way better. I'm starting to understand the game more and watching hitters, so yeah.
What have you done to kind of improve reading opposing hitters so that you're up there for the block?
Usually I watch their shoulders, I guess, to see where the ball's gonna go or how they're like coming up or like where they're going so I can place myself in front of them.
Good. And how has your communication with your setters and back row players improved?
Better. I'm more confident, so I guess that helps more for sure with me being able to talk more on the court. So.
What changes have you guys made just so your quick attacks and transitions are a lot smoother?
I guess we had like got our setter to adjust to us, or we adjusted to her more. So that was our main.
Who is your setter? And talk about your chemistry you're developing with her.
Melnick. Shay Melnick. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, I was asking you who your setter is and how's your chemistry developing with her?
Oh, it's way better for sure. She's definitely adjusting to us very quickly. At first, it was like a little shaky, but then we talked her up, and she's getting more confident by the day.
And last one for you is just give me a breakout player, someone on the team you think is going to have a big year this year, and tell us why.
Bree Taylor, right here next to me. She's been working hard. Her main focus is volleyball, so I'm very excited to see how her senior year goes.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you this fall. Bree, on to you. Name, grade, and position.
Hi, my name is Bree Taylor. I'm currently a senior. My position is an outside/DS.
Coming in, your teammate just called you a breakout player. Why do you think she said that? How has your game improved since last year?
I think I'm considered a breakout player. Like I definitely came in way different this year. I'm very hungry. I put in lots of work. During the off season, like last year, I wasn't sure if I was more committed to volleyball or track, so that kind of like put me in a bunch or something. But once I realized I found my passion for volleyball, I just start working even harder, especially knowing that I came into volleyball later than other girls that's been doing this sport since almost 8 years old, and I'm doing this sport since my freshman year of high school. So I just really been putting in the off work where even days where I have practice, even after practice, I'll stay longer to get more practice in just so I can be that dominant person on the court for my team, and I want to be that really power person where anybody know, like, if it's me or if I'm on the court, like, you better watch out for me. I don't want to be that kind of player. So that was mainly my goal. And I think me working hard, I think I reached that goal and I'm going to surpass that goal. So this year, if you see number 12 on the court, if you hear Bree Taylor at your school, it's definitely like watch out for her because trust and believe me, like I am coming in like a dog this year, like guaranteed.
Awesome. I love it. All right, you told us what your position is, but what's your role on the court? What's coach looking for you to do on a match-by-match basis?
Usually my coach looks for me for two main reasons. She put me on the court for one to dominate and get a kill and know like if I'm on that court, like the match point is gonna pretty much guarantee get in every other time. She knows like I'm very smart with my plays. I'll make the right decisions and be really quick with my movements and everything. And also like my communication. I communicate every single time. Like my mouth is constantly open, whether it's just a sound, it's a movement, like I'm constantly following the ball, calling out players, calling out what's going on, regardless if it's just the little things like, oh, she's moving this way, she's moving right, oh, she's going up. I'm just constantly talking. And big communication in volleyball, that's a very, very big thing to have in volleyball. So those are the two main reasons she always put me on the court.
Wow, you keep stealing all my next questions. You're answering everything I was going to ask. So, what's something you've added to your offensive game this year?
I think something I definitely add to my offensive game this year is back row attacks. Last year I was kind of like experimenting with it during the off season a little bit, but this year is definitely something I'm looking forward to put into place and put into games this year. So it'll put everybody, the opponent's team, on a more like scarier base, knowing that I can attack and be like very strong and powerful just from the front work, but also be cautious of me in the back row because just because I'm strong in the background, get pass doesn't mean I'm not capable of hit back there either. So it's just it make the game a little more shifty, a little more scary because knowing I'm an all around player and I can attack and be anywhere.
This is like my 70th interview and the best one so far. This is awesome. Give me your breakout player and tell us why.
I think a breakout player I think it'll be Shay, just because she's our setter and she's a sophomore. And as like Jayla mentioned, like our connection with her is definitely got bigger, but also because, as Coach Lila mentioned, we lost one of our goodest setters, Donna, and Shay stepped up to the role, being a sophomore. She stepped up to a big role. That's a huge role to fulfill, especially for somebody in her grade. So her stepping up and taking on that role and just having like faith in us and having confidence and everything for us to like push her to where she needs to be. That's something I'm definitely excited to see, like her and her sets and her confidence to grow and everything. So I'll say be on the lookout for Shay.
Outstanding. All right. Well, thank you, and good luck to you this fall. Let's go to your right. Name, grade, and position.
Hi, I'm Asia Bafford. I am a senior and I'm a right side hitter.
So you're right side. Asia, I got to tell you, after following Bree, that's a tough act to follow. So good luck to you. But how has your game changed this year?
I definitely improved from me being right side. I can say my hits are more stronger. For like last year, it was like in the middle, not strong, but like kind of like free ball kind of hits. But this year, like my hits are going down. We're improving more.
How have you improved your hitting accuracy and shot selection?
I normally go cross when I hit, but I've been experiencing hitting line, and I definitely improve hitting line.
How have you worked on becoming a more effective blocker?
Um, I would say like watching how their shoulders and like where the ball is placed. Like if the hitter is like off the net, then they're not going to hit as like good. But if they're on the net, then I know like where to go.
What part of your game do you feel is going to help the team the most this year?
Definitely my hitting and then my blocking, and then like knowing where ball is at in the court.
What do you like about this team?
I would definitely say my teammates. They're definitely a big part of volleyball. Our energy and our connection combined together is very good, and we're all positive to each other. Just like no hate. Our communication on the court is like very good, and we trust each other.
I think I know the answer to this next question, but I'll ask it anyway. Who's the player on the court that brings the energy?
I would definitely say Bree. Her energy is insane on the court. I mean, if someone's hitting, she's pushing them. Be like, yeah, you're big dog. Um, she's definitely like the most person that has the energy on the court. I'd probably say Jada Blade also. Her, when she gets blocked, we'd be like, man, like goodness. She's like really big when she blocks. So yeah.
All right, last one for you. Just give me your breakout player and tell us why.
Probably Jada Blade. She's really big when it comes to blocking and her hitting. She's super smart when she's either going deep or she's tipping. And she's just a very good player.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you. All right, Coach, back to you. I've asked the girls for some breakout players. Who are yours? Who have you been impressed with in the preseason?
I've definitely been impressed with Shay. I know she's been mentioned a couple of times, but I mean, it's difficult for anyone to step into the setter role. I mean, we know, like, in terms of volleyball, that's kind of like our QB. She's the one calling the shots, running the plays. And it's hard when people are reliant upon you. And just as a sophomore, I mean, this is her first year on varsity. That's a lot to take on. So the fact that she has taken it on so willingly, and, you know, she's always someone that's looking to get extra reps. She's someone that's always looking to get better. She's someone that wants to adjust to these girls because, like they've mentioned, they've been playing together for the last, 3 or 4 years. And so just her ability to step into this role and kind of fit in where the team needs her is just super impressive, especially with her only being a sophomore. So she's definitely going to be my breakout player for the year.
All right, and last one for you is just define success for your team this year.
I think success for us, obviously every coach is going to mention that wins are a big thing, but I think for us, we want to improve upon where we left off last season. So last season we finished 3-19, and I think we all knew going through last season that we should have had more wins than what we did. And so, like I mentioned earlier, like they're hungry, they want more wins. And I think, looking at our schedule, we know that there are quite a few of our opponents that should be great matches. I think there's teams that we're going to be playing that we're better than. I think there's teams that we're going to be playing that are comparable to us. And I think there's going to be teams that are better. And I think at the end of the day, success for us is, winning in those matches where we're playing teams that are lower than us or maybe comparable to us, but then also making sure that we're putting up a fight and we're gaining some experience when we are playing some of those higher level teams, especially in our conference. So I think the big thing for us, success wise, is getting wins when we can and then learning from the losses that we do take. So that's going to be the big thing for us this year.
Outstanding. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you and the ladies taking some time out of your day to preview the season, and I wish you the best of luck this fall.
Perfect.
Thank
you.